Welcome to the world of QuinFall, or rather, the world it's trying to be. Hailed as an ambitious MMORPG, QuinFall's early access launch has left players with more questions than answers. Let's dive into why this game is stirring up so much controversy and whether it's worth your time or even your hard-earned money. Let's start with the launch itself. While many were excited to jump into QuinFall's expansive world, the experience was anything but seamless. Players reported timeouts after character creation, and those lucky enough to get in found a barren landscape devoid of NPCs or even mobs. Even with just under 1,000 players online, the server stability literally crumbled. For a game of this scale, such instability definitely raises some very serious concerns about the future of what this company can actually produce when it comes to quality gaming. Unfortunately, QuinFall's rocky launch is not unique in the gaming world. Remember Cyberpunk 2077? Despite years of hype, its release was plagued with bugs and performance issues. There was No Man's Sky, which launched with a fraction of its promised features, leaving players frustrated and disappointed. Even Final Fantasy XIV had a disastrous debut before it eventually got overhauled. These examples show that while bad launches aren't exactly a death sentence, it does require serious effort to rebuild the trust of the people that you are expecting to play in the future of your game. And not having NPCs or mobs present on day one is definitely gonna be a hard thing for this company to come back from. Now, once you actually did manage to log in, you might wonder, where is everyone? QuinFall's world has felt absolute empty thus far, with players wandering through lifeless environments. This lack of interactivity makes the game's supposed grand scope kind of feel hollow. Quests, a staple of any MMO, have been described as uninspired and kind of repetitive. According to one YouTuber, the lack of resources seemed to funnel players towards microtransactions, creating a potential pay-to-win environment, which is never a good thing for Western audiences. The absence of engaging gameplay loops and the reliance on monetization further compounds this given problem. As players experience these flaws firsthand, their dissatisfaction can cascade into public reviews and discussions, making it even harder for the game to attract a broader audience. For MMORPGs, a vibrant and growing player base is essential to success. Without it, the game kind of risks stagnation and further alienation, and with all these problems at hand, it does not look good for this company. Many players have pointed out that QuinFall's early access feels more like an alpha test, with many unresolved problems dating back to the closed beta test, which was about 2 years ago. Interestingly, the development studio behind QuinFall, now known as Valrec Technologies Inc., was originally called Arena Studio. This company underwent a rebranding after it created the Kyra Online, which was kind of a troubled concept. However, it did manage to get them some kind of funding, which led to them starting a new project to build QuinFall and what it's turned into. However, some see this as a tactic to mask past failures rather than kind of a fresh start. Despite Kyra's online short lifespan, it served as a testing ground for various technologies and AI systems that the developers claim are being used in QuinFall. The approach attracted funding, allowing the studio to expand its team and take on the ambitious project of QuinFall itself. While these advancements could theoretically benefit the game, the current state suggests that more resources and time are going to be needed to deliver on their promises to the player base that they are hoping to gather. Monetization in QuinFall has also raised some eyebrows. From weight limit increases to XP boosts and clan upgrades, the cash shop goes far beyond cosmetics. The approach is reminiscent of games like Arcade, where similar monetization strategies led to significant player dissatisfaction and accusations of pay-to-win dynamics. Similarly, Lost Ark faced criticisms for its heavy reliance on premium features that many felt gave paying players an unfair advantage. These models often result in alienating the broader community, shrinking the player base over time, and leaving lasting negative perception of the game. Players worry this pay-to-win approach will overshadow gameplay and alienate those unwilling to spend the extra money. Adding to these concerns, QuinFall's EULA explicitly states that there are no refunds in premium currency or packages. This practice is reminiscent of controversies in other games as well, such as Black Desert Online and Star Wars Battlefront 2. These games' monetization models led to widespread backlash, with players feeling exploited by aggressive in-game purchases. Such approaches not only tarnish a game's reputation, but can also drive away potential players who see these systems as unfair or even predatory. Combined with its track record, this has left many players feeling very uneasy about QuinFall. Technical problems further mar the experience. From mobs attacking from miles away to pets that merely hover as part of the player model, QuinFall's lack of polish is definitely apparent. These issues are not unique to QuinFall. Other games like Fallout 76 launched with similar technical mishaps, including persistent bugs and broken mechanics that led to widespread criticism. Similarly, Anthem struggled with unfulfilled promises and poorly implemented features, alienating its player base early on. Players have also noted that promised features like terrain changes and sieges are missing entirely. This echoes the struggles of games like Mass Effect Andromeda, which faced backlash for failing to deliver on advertised gameplay elements, further eroding trust between developers and players. Even basic functions like reassigning keybinds remain unimplemented. These oversights make it hard to justify the game's early access status entirely. The community's trust in QuinFall is definitely at an all-time low right out of the gates. Reports of mass bans on Discord for voicing criticisms have fueled claims of censorship. The majority of reviews for QuinFall are overwhelmingly negative, highlighting a host of issues that have left players very disappointed. However, other games with rocky starts such as No Man's Sky and Final Fantasy XIV did manage to rebound and address player concerns and rebuilding trust with them over time. These examples show that redemption is possible, but it requires a clear commitment to fixing problems and delivering on promises. While the developers promise improvements, many players remain rather skeptical, citing that the lack of transparency and the progress over the years is not really equaling up to determining that their trust in the company should remain. Now, to be fair, I don't really believe QuinFall is a scam or a money grab, as a lot of people are really claiming at this point in time. It's obviously a flawed project with ambitious goals. Some players believe the developers can turn things around if they address core issues and deliver on their promises. However, it is clear that QuinFall is not really ready for the prime time. If you're intrigued, wait and see how the game evolves. Let streamers and reviewers test the waters before diving in yourself, and then consider making that investment to bring the game to life for yourself. In the world of MMORPGs, patience is definitely a virtue, and QuinFall's potential is overshadowed by its current state. But the future is unwritten. Will the developers rise to the challenge or repeat the mistakes of the past? Only time will tell. If you've played QuinFall, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, subscribe for more honest reviews and gaming content. See you guys next time.